Hello there and welcome to this week's episode of the ISP F1 Visa Navigator. I'm your host, Christine Matunda. Today we are stepping away from what you say during your student visa interview and focusing on something just as important, what your body is saying even when your mouth isn't. Yes, we're talking about non-verbal communication because believe it or not, how you carry yourself during those few minutes at the window can either build trust or raise red flags with a visa officer. So let's break it down. Why do nonverbal cues matter in your visa interview? Consular officers are trained to read people, not just documents. They can conduct dozens, sometimes hundreds of interviews in a single day. And because of each interview is so short, often just 2 or 3 minutes, they rely not only on your answers, but also on your tone, your eye contact, and your body language. In many cases, your nonverbal behavior can either reinforce your story or silently contradict it. That's why understanding what to avoid and what to do instead is so important. Here are some common nonverbal mistakes and how to fix them. One of the biggest mistakes students make is avoiding eye contact. If you keep looking down at the floor or staring away from the officer, it can make you seem nervous, unsure, or even dishonest. Instead, maintain natural eye contact. You don't need to stare, but do look at the officer when answering questions. It helps to build trust. Another common issue is fidgeting or tapping. If you keep adjusting your hands, tapping your foot, or shifting around, it makes you appear anxious or unprepared. The fix here is simple. Sit or stand still with good posture. Keep your hands relaxed on your lap or holding your documents. Calm, steady movement shows composure. Speaking too softly is another silent red flag. If the officer can't hear you, they may assume you're unsure of your answers or hiding something. To avoid this, speak at a moderate volume and with clarity. Practicing your answers out loud before the interview will help your voice feel strong and steady. Now let's talk about your eyes again. Staring upwards or to the side while answering can look suspicious. It often happens when students are trying to recall memorized answers. But to the officer, it can seem like you're inventing something on the spot. Instead, keep your gaze engaged with the officer and speak naturally. It's perfectly fine to pause for a second to think. That looks far more genuine than searching the ceiling for answers. Another mistake is over-smiling or acting too casual. Smiling is good, but smiling constantly, giggling, or treating the interview like a casual chat can make you look unserious. The better approach is to be polite, professional, and focused. A confident smile at the beginning and end is perfect, but stay serious during the conversation. Finally, let's not forget posture and distance. Standing too close to the officer or leaning too far back can feel awkward or dismissive. Instead, stand or sit upright, shoulders relaxed, and maintain a comfortable, respectful distance. This shows attentiveness without making the officer feel uneasy. First impressions happen fast. Remember, the officer starts forming an impression of you the moment you walk up to the counter. So from the very first step, walk confidently, greet the officer clearly, hold your documents neatly, and maintain composed body language. These small nonverbal cues can go a long way in subconsciously reassuring the officer that you're a serious, prepared, and honest student ready for this next chapter of your life. Here's a pro tip. Here's something you can do before your interview. Practice your answers in front of a mirror, record yourself on video, or better yet, ask a friend to observe your posture, your eye contact, and your tone. It might feel awkward at first, but it helps you catch those nervous habits and makes a huge difference on interview day. At the end of the day, you can say all the right words, but if your body language says, "I'm scared, unprepared, or hiding something," the officer may not be convinced. So remember, shop not just with your documents, but with your confidence. At the International Scholars Program, we help students prepare the right answers and also practice how to deliver them with clarity and composure. That's the complete package the visa officer is looking for. Take the next step in your success journey. Join our community of bold achievers and let us guide you from admissions, funding to visa success and beyond. If you have a bachelor's degree with at least a 2.8 GPA out of 4 and for Uganda 3.8 out of 5, you're eligible to join us and your high school performance does not matter. Visit our website www.internationalscholarsprogram.com and grab our program handbook. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and TikTok, all at International Scholars Program. That's it for this episode. See you on the next one.